Hi, everybody. Welcome. Went ahead and just decided I'd go live so I could just get the awkwardness of trying to figure out stuff. Can everybody hear me okay? Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me know. Cool. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Somebody respond in the affirmative so I know if this is okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Everybody can hear me. Great. Yeah, I got my yes. How do I turn up the volume? That is a great question. Let's see if I can control that from here. Test 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2. Cool. Let me turn that up. Can y'all hear that? Is that audible? Okay. Yeah, this is more or less a face reveal, but if you've seen me on the Discord at all, you kind of already have an idea. I look pretty much exactly like that in real life. So this is fun. I guess I have to pull up OBS to like really see the live what I look like. Welcome. This is my first stream with the channel solo. Y'all have probably seen me on a couple of different streams before. You probably heard my voice with the just the various songs that we've been putting out. Ooh, yes, Chaotic Artist. That is a great request. Might have to save that for a little bit later in the stream if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm really just here to hang out with y'all for the next couple of hours or so. Probably going to be talking some music. Hopefully, if I can get it figured out on my end, streaming some stuff that I've been composing. Yeah, XT. Let me see if I can turn it up a little bit. Is the volume okay on y'all's end? There's probably a lot that I could do over here to crank it up. I'm still super new at all of this. Incredibly new at streaming, at this whole online thing that we've been doing as a channel. Okay, cool. So some of y'all can hear me, some of you can't. Hopefully we'll get the kinks worked out as we go along. Okay. Right headphone is not working. Might be the stream. Actually Chaotic Artist. I don't have background music going because I still haven't figured out how to do any of that. But I mean, as long as y'all can hear the microphone, I guess we're good. As y'all can probably tell as I go along, I'm just such a talkative person. There's probably not going to be a whole lot of dead air. Some of you may already know just from listening to various chats or streams or whatever, or just I've been in the Discord here and there. 2 days into Belgium in chat. Oh yeah, looks like a lot of fun. Max and Blue, hint for the next music video. There's a popular song that you might have heard. It's this band that back in the 60s, similar to, I guess, similar-ish vibe vein to the Beatles. They're known for like islandy, tropical kind of beautiful harmonies sort of stuff. So if you're paying attention, we've got a new music video coming up hopefully next month. Yeah, it's a good one. I'm excited. I don't want to give away too much. Has something to do with potentially the Balkan Peninsula. There's a handful of countries down there. Maybe you can take a guess which. Yeah, I'm super excited for it. I've been working on the lyrics for this one for the past, I guess, couple of weeks or so. Yeah, somebody commented, we're nearly done with the lyrics. I think we're in the last stages of sharpening things up, getting some of the kinks worked out. Been putting it together for a couple of weeks now and hit just a stroke of genius yesterday and typed a whole bunch of stuff. It was great. I'm really excited. Working on the music itself. Ooh, Studio Polandball. You're not too far off there. Those of y'all who are in the chat looking at that commentary, you can take a look at that. And if you missed it, you'll catch it in February. You'll catch what we're doing in February. Yeah. So I'm here just hanging out with y'all. If you have potentially song requests at any point, I could possibly oblige. If I can get the screen share figured out, there's some compositions that I've been working on. I'll have to work on whether or not I can share it through your computer speakers in a decent quality. Otherwise, I could just pull it up on my phone's Google Drive or something. It'll be great. Seeing 2 days into Belgium, Aaron. Can't give it away too soon. That's our biggest video / song yet. It would be like, I mean, do you ask Led Zeppelin? No, that's not Led Zeppelin. That's Lynyrd Skynyrd. Do you ask Lynyrd Skynyrd to sing Freebird at the very beginning of the set? No, because that's a 10-minute song, and that guitar solo, if you play that too early in the set, you've kind of just you've ruined the magic of it. Everybody's waiting for Freebird, and if you play it at the beginning of the set, what else is there to wait for? You know, you got to stick around for the rest of it. Oh yeah, I think Aaron is here. Ooh, 10 Canucky bucks. What is that, like 5 USD? Something like that. Dawn Republic Productions' Goodbye to Gravity is also on the table at some point. But again, that's like somewhere, it's not quite the Freebird, but it's definitely like the Sweet Home Alabama, as it were. You don't play Sweet Home Alabama at the beginning of the set. That's like a middle of the set kind of thing. Y'all know how it goes. Oh, yeah, Aaron does have internet access in the basement. It's pretty great. Weezer, unfortunately, I don't know if I can sing Weezer without getting copyright struck. I don't know if they would like... Content ID these days is pretty sophisticated. It's entirely possible that they would hear a Weezer tune and be like, nope, don't do that. But who knows? We could do a Weezer parody in the future. We don't have any plans for that at this moment. That's just me kind of talking. But that would be a lot of fun. If you have any Weezer parody suggestions, this would be a great opportunity to start brainstorming that. I can't even think of what song would be good for that. I mean, My Name is Jonas, banger. Sweater Song, I don't know as well. Man, what are the popular Weezer songs? An Australia song, The Umbreons. Buddy Holly, that's another one that I forgot about. But like, how do you do a Buddy Holly parody in a meme format that is mostly known for representations of balls? Aaron, 10 Canucky bucks gets you probably the first 2 lines of the song. I'm 2 days into Belgium, and not even on key. So you know as well as I do that Canucky bucks are, well, I mean, depending on the next year or so, how things go. Those of you who have seen that movie Civil War, Canadian dollars end up sort of outranking US dollars in Poland. Cannot into space, unfortunately, Melon Kingdom. We've drawn so many comics about that over the years. Noobish says, Aaron, get back to working. I mean, technically joining the chat like this is working, so he's on the clock as far as I can tell. And, I mean, just whatever he does in the basement is up to him. Ooh, Audi TT 2002. And I said all of that out of order. Member for 2 months. Congratulations. Now, is that badge like 2 months as of this moment? Or is that just like 2 months in general? And YouTube stream told me just now that you've been subscribed to the channel, or a member. Not just subscribed, but a member. Yeah, Studio Polandball, anybody can be a member. We offer memberships through this channel. The biggest benefit of that so far seems to be you get to use our Discord emojis on YouTube. You get to use those in the YouTube chat. Beyond that, we also have private Discord channels for members only. If you are with the YouTube membership, then you get to chat with us directly in maybe a slower pace. Emojis, yes, just like the one that the Polandball official account has dropped into the chat. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Opinions on Trump annexing Canada and the Panama Canal. Y'all, if my accent potentially doesn't give it away, and the user ball or the Balsona. No. It's the Balter Ego that you've seen. I am from Texas. I feel like I think our incoming president should keep his mouth shut about things that he doesn't understand, and I think that's applicable to all U.S. presidents. If they don't understand it, just admit you don't understand it and move on. As far as Canada and the Panama Canal, I think Canada would have a lot to object about that. Panama, I mean, they're a sovereign country, and you just don't you don't infringe on the rights of sovereign countries. Just don't do it. I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm Texan. We were our own sovereign country for a bit, and we sold out to the United States because we couldn't pay our own debts. If we had discovered oil maybe a century or two earlier, who knows? But we're in the position we're at. ASW, the Federation CV, I missed some of those those letters. Glory to Texas, yeehaw. I do love Texas. I'm a big fan of this state. Big fan of the lore of this state. I've lived here my entire life, grown up here, done a lot of research about it, did a comic series on the subreddit about Texas that one day I hope to adapt into a musical. Those of you who are paying attention to the words coming out of my mouth may have heard me say, I've been hoping of sing us a country song, Texas boy. What kind of country song? That's the big question is what kind of country song? There's a lot of them out there. There's Willie Nelson, who is famously generally from this area. There's, well, yeah, I mean, Johnny Cash isn't Texan, but I think we claim him if we could because he's so famous. Froglord, who is on the Polandball channel talking? My guess is it's either Dick Rido or Coli. If Aaron is on his own account, that's, I mean, of the 4 people on this team, there's only 2 other people it could be. Coli is on the Polandball account. Aaron, Coli, thank y'all for joining me on this inaugural CSM stream. I've been talking now for like 12 minutes consecutively, and I don't think I've stopped to breathe yet, except for taking Poland cannot into space. Germany's give Poland monies. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I don't know the rest of the song from there. I just know I know the chorus, but I mean, to be quite honest, if you don't know the chorus of that song, where have you been living? Probably under a rock. Let's see. Noobish, you're correct. Aaron did not pay $10. It was more like 7 something because it's Canadian dollars. I mean, let's be honest, though. They have free healthcare, and we don't. So, I mean, Canada's pretty superior in that regard. Yeah, this isn't the only time I'm singing. I'll probably be doing more of that throughout this stream. Just as it's coming to my brain, I have been singing really since about high school. Before that, I would, in my bedroom, try to sing along to stuff that I wrote. And it wasn't until I joined choir in high school that I was like, yeah, let's actually take this seriously. Let's learn some stuff. Abe Lincoln, are you the Abraham Lincoln? Whoever is going by the name Abe Lincoln in the chat asks if I like Frank Sinatra. He, I think, is one of the premier crooners. There are a lot of different folks from that era doing it well, but I think Frank Sinatra really understood what it means to be right next to a microphone. You don't have to sing nearly as loud as you used to when the microphone was introduced. And so you get a lot of those dulcet, silky tones coming out of the voice in a situation like that. And Frank Sinatra really got it. All of that to say, I respect his artistry, and I respect what he did for music. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm a active listener of Frank Sinatra, just because there's other stuff I like to listen to. But he's great. He's wonderful. Let's see. Ooh, Russia Ball official asks what my favorite song I've made was. Now it depends on if you're asking. Oh yes, Dawn Republic Productions water. I have my water pulled up right this moment. Maybe you saw that on the camera. Those of y'all who don't already know this, I very much have ADHD. And so just the direction my brain gets pulled is all over the place sometimes. I was talking about something. Let's see. Frank Sinatra's there. Okay. Before I answer what my favorite song was, somebody said something about Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong, interesting voice. Very much not what you would expect from one of the most famous singers in American history. The trumpet, like, the man's voice sounds like a trumpet. It's wonderful. So, Rush Ball Official, back to your question. My favorite song that I have made. It entirely depends on if you're asking about songs I've made for the channel or songs that I have written prior to working with this channel. Of all the songs, so you see my face now. I'm in a band in Texas called Brave Days. We have been playing in just North Texas now for a handful of years. I really like we have a song coming out in the next month or so that I'm really excited about. But one of the most recent songs we put out called Tulip is just, I love it. It's so good. I play electric guitar on that, and it's just so much fun. So I love that song a lot. As far as songs for this channel that I really enjoy, songs that I've sort of composed while working on this channel, Feeding the Chickens has a special place in my heart. It's I'd love to adapt that into a longer, maybe some vocals type of song. It's a little bit of get real moment. I started composing the tunes to that one shortly after my grandmother passed away earlier this year. It was a really it was tough. I've been around. She's been around in my life for my entire life, and in her absence, I think. So she was such a musical person, and I think that he had a huge inspiration on me growing up. And so just that tune, Feeding the Chickens, Pine Avenue, the fun little lo-fi beat that I did, those songs sort of flowed out of those emotions. It's been a few months, Russia Ball. I've long processed it, but thank you for the sentiments. Noobish. Somebody in chat, Derek Herberly, also are quoting the lyrics to a song that we have yet to work on, but would love to work on at some point. Derek Herberly, by the way, that's actually Coli on the vocals. I just provided the music. And if we ever do a full version of that song, we're going to have Coli on the vocals because he's the only one that can do America that well. We've already started working on the lyrics. It's going to be fast. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Yes, Coli, you're doing the vocals on that one. It's going to sound so good. I mean, what's so funny, though, is that some of my favorite bands in history aren't even like the most technically great singers. It's just as long as you commit to the bit, man. I mean, I can hit you with my rendition. It's like, but I can't hit those low notes. I want my burger with cheese and fries. Oh, the pit. Yeah, I can't even get that low. Modern version of Hamilton. Like, what would that even be about? Hamilton is about Alexander Hamilton. Like, is there a modern equivalent of that guy? Is I don't know. I really don't know. And if there is a modern equivalent of somebody like Hamilton, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know if a modern version of Hamilton... Isn't Hamilton the modern version of Hamilton? Like, didn't Lin-Manuel Miranda basically take that story and turn it into this modern... I don't know if tragedy is the right word, but it's just like this beautiful story. Let's see. Yes, Georgian Soviet Socialist Republic. I did voice act on British Shenanigans, and there's another British one that I did. The one where he's like talking to... Coli does want me to sing a country song. I'm on the Discord at the moment. Let's see. Get some more... Ooh, yeah. Aaron is side texting me about doing something with the screen. Yeah, y'all, I'm so new at this. I'm still getting the hang of what this is all about. Let's see. What do y'all want to see on the screen? What would interest you to engage with on the screen? Let's see. Chaotic artist Kolai ideally should sing that song. The burger. I think we called that just the title right now is World Tour, but I mean we need a better song for it. Derek Hepperly. Maybe I could do like harmonies on that or something. Ooh, Aaron says draw something. I can draw something. Let me see. I mean, I have my yeah. So I don't have my mouse with me, but let me see if I can adjust. Yeah, so we're going to go to MS Paint and see if it pulls that up. Let me see. MS Paint, where are you? There you are. I see it kind of on my screen. I don't know if y'all see it on yours, unfortunately. Again, very new at this. Still trying to figure out all the kinks. If I was better prepared, I would have all these windows already pulled up, and I would just switch to it on demand. But I did not, so I do not. Let me see. Window capture. How do I edit that and pull up MS Paint? Let's see. Do that. Gonna make it unvisible. Gonna make it revisible. Does it? Let me see. Are y'all seeing any of this stuff coming up on Paint? This is the hard part about having only a laptop. This is the difficulty about I don't have multiple screens. I'm sure other more sophisticated streamers, Kolai being one of them, has this all figured out because he's a pro. Y'all, I know y'all probably have been on Kolai streams a lot. He is a master at what he does. He is so good at it. And me, still very new. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay. Aaron said something somewhere. I've missed it. Let's see. Draw Queensland along with her fellow Australian provinces. Oh, man. If I can get my MS Paint to work, absolutely. Let's see. And pull it up on the screen. Yeah. Y'all are great. Thank y'all for being so patient with me as I figure these technological things out. I saw somebody say draw Czechia. That shall happen at some point. I do love... It's a very easy flag to draw. It's... I love... Well, it's funny... the similarities to Texas that the Czechoslovakia or Czechia flag... that's the official title now these days, right? Czechia? It's... let me see... Ah, there we go. Cool. I think I figured it out. That was probably a jump scare. RIP to y'all's ears for that level of excitement. Cool. We are on MS Paint. This is MS Paint. What is it? Windows 11 Paint. Czechia with a plunger. Let's see. Okay. Those of y'all, if you have music requests, I do sing for some... You gotta persuade me a little bit. Ask very nicely, really, is what it comes down to. I'm a pushover. Yes, ASJW Federation CV, the Chile flag. So I looked this up some years ago. The Chile flag actually has almost no relation to the the Texas flag. They were two independently arrived upon. Well, I mean, I say that it would be really fascinating to find out that there was inspiration back in the time, back in the day. Let's see. So, okay, cool. It's like now showing up on my end. It's funny because like YouTube gives me this preview of the live stream, and I can't tell if y'all are hearing me in real time or if it's a little bit delayed. If it's a little bit delayed, that's okay. So I am currently looking at, I've got the MS Paint on one screen. I've got the attempted live stream on the other. Let's see how far we've come. Smokey, I hate to disappoint you. I don't know that song. I unfortunately do not know that song. It's an unfortunate reality about being me. There are a lot of things that I don't know, and that song is one of them. Let's see. Somebody who simply goes by H. I did get MS Paint to work, finally. Aiden Terra, what are my thoughts on doing a We Didn't Start the Fire with Australia listing insane Ooh. Yo, that's actually kind of dope. Yeah, that would be super dope. Studio Polandball. Can I draw Tasmania in a wine glass bay? Let's see even what the Tasmania flag looks like. Interesting. Oh, is this really it's one of those like gross blue background UK flag monstrosities. Fine. I'll do it. You did ask for it. I am here to fulfill. Let's see. Save image as. I've got to download this flag, y'all. Save image as in my little flag references so that I can open up a window on my MS Paint. Yeah, we're definitely going to draw that Tasmania for a second. And I'm going to try to draw it while also talking because I can't stop talking, honestly. If you've been listening to me for the past however long, I just don't know how to stop talking. It's one of the unfortunate side effects of the ADHD. Those of you who know. And those of you who don't probably know people who have ADHD and talk like this and just chat. Okay, looking for that Tasmania flag so that I can open it up and put it in the... Let's see, gonna select and copy the whole thing. You probably can't see this because it's not in the window that you were doing. Let's see if I can put it there, and then I'm going to shrink it down so that I have all the colors. So, just so y'all know, my process is so different, so wildly different from Aaron or even Coli. What sucks at this current moment is that I don't have my mouse with me. So my normal drawing it's going to be a little bit stunted. So I've got my fingers and I've got a touchscreen laptop, so it'll be fine. So yes, Tasmania wine glass bay. What's a wine glass bay? Like stick it into a wine glass with like or is that a reference to something that I'm not aware of? There's another request in here for UK flag, but it's good. Remove the Union Jack. So to remove the Union Jack from the UK flag, does that what does that do? It's just like it basically just turns into what even is the UK flag without the Union Jack? It like, is that just a black square? Is that just emptiness? Interesting. But yes, definitely going to work on this Tasmania here in a second. Okay, let me double check to make sure that the flag of Tasmania is what Wikipedia says it is. Unless there's like a really fancy one that I'm just not understanding. Tasmania, that's that little part of Australia that's kind of like off in the side, right? Let's see. Wineglass Bay in a nature site in east coast of Tasmania. Wineglass Bay. What is... I have to look this up. Wineglass Bay, Tasmania. Oh, interesting. Ooh, this is pretty. Yeah, that's a lot of... wow. Wow. That's beautiful. Let me see if I can, like, share that on y'all's screen. Let's put it on that one tab that I was using. Wineglass Bay. Man, this is wild. I am learning all sorts of things. Let's see. Where's that window capture? Yeah. Wow. If those of y'all... That is beautiful. How did I know? Oh, there's a lot of things that I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Do I need to... Just to clarify this request here, do I need to draw Wineglass Bay and Tasmania? Or just like the Wineglass Bay on Tasmania? I can at least start drawing Tasmania. So, okay, let me pull up Paint again. Yeah, those of y'all who have music requests, please throw those in the chat if you have them. I'm perfectly willing to sing some stuff if you are, like, motivate me in just the right way. Sometimes compliments work. A lot of the times compliments work, actually. I'm a musician. We thrive on compliments. So, back to MS Paint. We're going to draw Tasmania. Okay. So first, you grab the pencil tool, and what's beautiful about MS Paint on Windows 11 is that you can like have these nice little sliders. Let me see if I can do my full style on this computer in this manner. Okay, cool. So there's Tasmania. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. We're going to zoom in a little bit, and then I'm going to draw a circle with my finger. Actually, I don't like that circle. I don't like that circle either. Okay. I'm way better at this on a mouse, I think. All right. We're going to do this. We're going to do this, and then there's going to be that. Okay, back to chat, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see. New rails to be laid. What are new rails? Are you talking about, like, railroad stuff? Kodachrome Railroad? Let's see. Somebody's asking country ball with one layer. Oh, you know, Modox Y, I used to draw a singular layer all the time. I used to use Windows Paint, like, on just regular window. It was like Windows 10 or whatever, and it's just how I didn't used to work with layers, didn't have GIMP or anything like that, and it just I don't know. I made the switch finally in shortly after I got this laptop that I'm working with, and it's arguably it's a game changer, honestly, just to have something this technologically advanced. Okay, let's see. I'm trying my hardest to do this Union Jack in a passable way here. Yeah, that looks rough. But I'm doing it. Let's see. Okay, so there's that. So, working hard, working so hard here. It's really tough, y'all, if you don't have your usual tools to draw things. So, those of you who learned how to do hard things in general, shout out. All right, let's see. So there's my very poorly crafted attempted Union Jack in the corner of that Tasmania flag. It's those of... oh, Mark says, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You didn't ask me to sing it. You did just say it, and that's what I did. More than willing to sing it at some point. Aiden Tara, what was you had an idea at some point. Your idea was the Australia thing, that we didn't start the fire. If you're on the Discord, if that hasn't already been linked to you yet by Nightbot or somebody, please go ahead and join our Discord. You can find the link in just about any place on our YouTube channel. We are there pretty actively. We are the four of us from time to time will hop into chats and just hang out with y'all over time. That's where you can get some of the latest updates on what we're up to. Yeah, cool. Polandball official, thank you, Coli, for dropping that in the chat. Yes, please remind me of that we didn't start the fire Australia idea, because that's quite dope. You know what? For that idea, let me try to remember the Oh, yes, okay. It took me a while to remember the lyrics of Red Commie Club. I know you wanted me to stay. Oh, wait, no, that's actually Pink Pony Club. There it was. I know the whole world was at war, but you left me alone to be partitioned like before. And you said the communists were bad, but they helped liberate me after winning Stalingrad. I have recurring dreams of 1943, failed Warsaw uprisings, they're always haunting me. But I am stronger now, if only slightly free. The West abandoned me, but they're still gonna scream. Oh, man, that probably felt like such a tease, but I've always wanted to do something like that. Y'all, Chapel Roan, just as a side note, is a brilliant artist. She, and like with all the love in the world, it was such a cool idea. The idea of covering Chapel Roan for the channel was actually my wife's idea. So she pulled up Pink Pony Club for me one time and was like, here, listen to this song. And I'm like, yeah, it's a pop song, whatever. But at some point, I listening to like I just heard those melodies and I was like, dang, this is brilliant. This artist is absolutely brilliant at what she does. We were already like in the process, like we were fresh off of 2 days into Belgium and looking for our next big thing. I think we had just kind of done Land of the Rising Sun, and we were just looking for something else to do. And then I was like, let's do Pink Pony Club by Chaperone. I did see something in the chat, even though it's not right in front of me at this moment. Somebody very kindly put in 10 USD to do something with the railroad. Union Pacific DDA 40X number 693 with California driving it. Can I sing Great Big Rollin' Railroad? I would have to listen to Great Big Rollin' Railroad to understand it first, and then attempt to sing it. But I will do my best to honor that one. If I can finish Tasmania in a decent time. Okay, this Union Jack is going to take me forever. The reason that we outsource most of our art to Aaron and keep him locked up in the basement is because he works way faster at this than any of us do. But truth be told, he is a brilliant artist. Don't ever let him tell you otherwise. He's so good at drawing. I think sometimes he defaults to quick stuff as, I mean, that's not even a knock. Like, he's just so good at art. He's so good at it. Anyway, so the railroad person who asked me to sing the railroad song, yes, I will learn it. And I will try my best to honor that. Once, like, at the very least, once I get Tasmania finished. This is the other problem about having ADHD. Those of you who know, and even those of you who don't, is how very quickly the brain can switch from one subject to the next, almost in an entirely unbroken stream of consciousness. Thought, okay, that circle doesn't look great. Okay, this is the hardest part about my drawing style, right? Because I try to have cool perspective like other artists do, but it doesn't look as good as the other artists when they do it. So thinking about how I'm gonna like stretch Tasmania, the whole ensign or the sign over like the whole thing, it just looks rough. Okay, here's a very crude lion. That looks bad. Oh man, I know I would spend more time on this if I was drawing a comic for the main subreddit, and that's what kills me about how this. Man, what happened? Did I like miss something there? Did I just draw that on a different layer? Let me see. Man, now I'm hyper-focusing on this. Oh, yeah, there's the gap. There's the gap right there. I'm going to fill in this gap. I'm going to hop back into chat and see what y'all are talking about. There we go. Okay, cool. That's filled. Back to chat. Okay, Union Pacific Railroad commentary. Yes, that's going to happen soon. Let's see. Oh, the working on the railroad thing. Yeah, great. Absolutely. Wait. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I don't remember the lyrics from that part of the song. Something, 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 something. Something, something, something. Something, something, something. And then it ends with like, Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you? I think something like that. I don't know. It's been a long time since I was small and we did anything with railroads and singing. Okay, so, yeah, this is cool. Nobody ever usually gets to see this part of my drawing process. So, those of you who have seen my comics on the subreddit, I do this thing with my outlines. And I don't know. I just don't like have thick, solid outlines. I usually draw this kind of crunchy looking, grotesque, weird. So those of y'all in the chat who are either old enough or have been on the internet long enough or have access to like HBO Max or whatever, who've seen Ed, Ed, and Eddie. It's this old Cartoon Network show. And I remember being absolutely transfixed by the outlines. That sort of like old school cell animation style of just, and it always seemed like the outlines were moving from frame to frame. Super cool. Always loved it. And whenever I started drawing comics regularly, I took it upon myself to try to emulate that style of drawing, or at least that kind of style of, yeah, I just love that. So my outlines, if you see my comics on the subreddit, kind of have that weird little like Ed and Eddie, very uneven, very, I think, way more interesting than some of the others. So let's see what else is going on in the chat while I had that window pulled away. Let's see. Yes, Aiden Terra, as much as I would love to remember that Australia idea. Somebody's going to remind me of it. Somebody who does have Discord is probably going to have, like, actually, somebody who has Discord, go ahead and, like, ping me in the stream chat or whatever so I can, like, get back to that. Because that's a great idea. Australia, with the list of animals and stuff, to the tune of that song, "The End of the World as We Know It." Or no, not "The End of the World as We Know It." That was the "We Didn't Start the Fire." That's such a funny idea. So let's see what else is going on in the chat. Ah, yeah, somebody got that. Man, it's nice to. Oh, somebody pinged me with the me singing Red Comic Club in our Discord. Yeah, it's a fun song. I love singing that song. I really loved recording it. Let's see. Oh, I've seen a couple of people asking me this so far about permission to use the music. So if we can figure out how to get official licensing figured out. I've been making music for a long time. If you can get a hold of me personally, I personally, with my own stuff, am a little bit more flexible. It's usually the exposure of it's pretty cool. As far as the channel music is concerned, we could probably talk about that internally. I love the idea of people being able to have our music score their stuff. It's music has this beautiful artistic quality about it. But yeah, so talk to us in the channel, talk to us in Discord. We can discuss the use of the music that we publish for this channel. But yes. Ooh, Rocky Road. Yes, CSM did face reveal. I am here. But I mean, like, if you've seen my Discord profile picture, let's see what else is in the chat that I have definitely missed. It goes, y'all are so enthusiastic, and I love it. And I have so much ADHD that I'll see something and then it's gone. There's a request for a Cybertruck. Okay, so if I have the list correctly, let me finish this Tasmania. Let's get some eyeballs on there. Let's get some eyeballs on there, and then we'll call it maybe not good, but like good enough. Okay, I did not like how that circle started looking. Okay, let's see. There's eyeball number 1. Not quite. There we go. Eyeball number 1. There's eyeball number 2, but it looks weird. There we go. Eyeball number 2. And then we're going to fill that in white. Boom. Tasmania. I'm one of the slower artists on the entire channel, and you've just now witnessed that firsthand. Cool. Okay, Tasmania. There's a train that I have to draw at some point. That let me look up that specific type of train again. The Union Pacific. Let's see. I had it. Union Pacific DDA 40X. DDA 40X. Okay, cool. Union Pacific DDA 40. Oh, that's just like a standard train that you see. Okay, cool. All right, so the Union Pacific train. Oh man, and this is where it's like somebody with better artistic skills could do this justice. I'm gonna absolutely butcher it. So here's kind of the beginning of the train. I'm gonna say that's the like upper part. Potentially. I don't even know what this perspective is. This is really bad perspective. I did not go to art school. So, yeah, I did not go to art school at all. So there's no worries about me starting a world war anytime soon. Also, I'm not even remotely near government or leadership. So I just am not capable of that. All right. This train. Let's see. And before I continue too far on that. Oh, yeah, I think I've got the train okay. It's tough. It's real hard. Trains are hard. Okay. Let's see. Chat has been chatting. Oh, yeah. Somebody did send a reference in the Discord. Like, oh, yeah. I did. I'd looked that up on one of my screens. Actually, let me pull that up on the other screen that y'all potentially have access to, or that I have shown you. Man, this is wild. Oh yeah, y'all probably still have that picture of Tasmania up, because man, wild. Let's see. Yeah, so I did pull this up. I've got this up on the. It's just like in my little reference panels. Yeah, this is a pretty solid looking train. Like this is a sick, awesome train. So let me attempt to draw that here in a second. And let me also double check and see what else chat has been up to. Y'all are great. Thanks for humoring me while I am. Thanks for figuring this all out with all of my technical difficulties and stuff. Georgian Soviet Socialist Republic. I see this request. Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg, Benelux, as it were, playing Uno. Let me see if I can finish this train first. This train is absolutely going to just consume all of my attention at some point. Ooh, okay, cool. So there's this school bus yellow, right? Let me pull up the paint window so you can see my progress on this train. It looks rough. So it kind of looks like a school bus, but let me assure you that this is a train. Okay. I mean, it's school bus-ish. Fun fact, I used to be a school bus driver. If this is the first you're probably hearing about that. You may have heard me say here and there on different channels that I am a teacher, but I also used to be a school bus driver. There was a time. Oh, wow, that line looks so bad. Let's see. Okay, so there's that red line. There's a... Oh man, I started drawing that way too big. Oh yeah, this is the hard part. I mean, I'm also such a slow artist anyway. Okay, I'm drawing with my finger. Pacific. Basically, you can see that that's a train as far as I can tell. So there's that. The other request was California sticking out of the window for that one. So let me draw a window for California to stick out of. But first, let me check on chat and see what y'all have been up to. Mark has been asking about reviewing fan-made album covers. That is a great and very humble request. So let me stick that up into one of my windows. Yeah, I'm looking at them right now as I'm pulling them up. These are so sick. Like, this is... I think I've told y'all as much on those of you who were on the New Year's stream. But there are artists in this community that are... there are many artists in this community significantly better than any of us on the channel team. Like, y'all are crazy. Y'all are so good at what you do. And it is honestly super cool to be surrounded by such amazing artists. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to do that album review. This train, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, I swear to you. All right, so let me add a new window to view. Let me add this new window. All right, so I'm in my OBS and I'm looking for window capture. Window capture number 3, and that's going to be this tab. And this one is going to be what's above. So let me actually see if I can move this down. So yeah, you can still see me. Great. Oh man, this first one. This it's just, you just got such a clean, solid art style. It's just so good. Like the little scratches with the pencil tool, just great stuff. Yeah, here's another Entente perspective. Yeah, this is just so good. Like, I'm not an art critic by any means, and I don't know any like professional terminology for any of this, but it just looks great. I'm a big fan of people who are artistic and can do beautiful visual things, and this is one of them. It just looks awesome. Let's see. Oh man, that's Mount Fuji, right? As far as I know. Look, I took some geography in school. We have to in like ninth grade or whatever. This, it's beautiful. It looks so good. Like that's such a cool art style. And if you're not already posting comics on the main subreddit, I highly recommend you, Mark Gaming 01, to absolutely post. I see you've posted it on Polandball community. Like, draw some comics and post them on the subreddit because I think they would really appreciate that. Oh man, Red Comic Club, fantastic. It looks. I think I actually saw this one in the chat at one point in the Discord, and then finally, man, what? It's so good. Those little images of it's just so good. Man, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of y'all. Honestly, your artistry and creativity honestly puts a lot of us to shame. It's beyond us. Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna get to this train here in just a second. Let me see how chat's been going. Let's see. Oh yeah, somebody's saying something about the train. Yeah, that train's gonna haunt my dreams. It's gonna get done. It'll happen at some point. Let's see. Okay, Benelux. Yes, thank you for reminding me about that one. Let's see. Oh yeah, Admiral, not admirable, but yes, admirable. Ooh, yeah, song about tearing down the Berlin Wall. I feel like the Berlin Wall is such an iconic, it's one of those iconic moments in history that it's a surprise we haven't really talked a whole lot about that on the channel yet, but or like in a music video or something. But we'll figure it out. It'll be great. Let's see. Oh, Rocky Road asks how my kid is doing. My kid is doing great. She is in the other room with my wife while they're letting me hang out with y'all this afternoon. Yeah, I've been having a blast. Have y'all been having a blast? Thank y'all for joining me on this one. This is the first stream that I have done. It crashed. Am I still going? I may still be going. My window crashed, but I can't tell if the stream crashed. The stream looks to be uninterrupted as far as I can tell. So, crazy stuff going on. Crazy stuff. Ooh, the Czech playing guitar solo video. Let me see. Man, ooh, I bet I could probably pull up that original file that I'd made for it. So, anyway, let's see. Benelux countries. Those got to get drawn at some point. This train that haunts my nightmares, it has to get drawn at some point. I've seen Cybertruck requests. Let's see. Oh, Cybertruck with country ball eyes. That sounds cursed. And it also sounds awesome. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to make some progress on this train real quick. And then I'm going to get to another one of those requests. So, I think I finished the train for the most part. California was next on the docket as far as getting that all figured out. Okay, cool. So, I'm on a new layer, so I can draw a window as is. Let me see. It's a very bad window, but I promise you it's going to blend in with the rest of the train. So, there's a window. Let's see. I got to draw green for the outline that's overlapping with black because otherwise my eyes are not going to view it well. All right. So, we're going to increase that a little bit to about 4. It's a very tiny California, y'all. This is going to be a very tiny California. So, we've got California. Let's get those outlines. I have the California flag saved on another window. Or, well, not on another window, like on in another file that I have another window open with MS Paint and whatnot. Y'all might be not seeing the window. Let me see. Once again. Oh, no. You are seeing the MS Paint. Great. Cool. Man, I need to upgrade my setup if I'm going to do this regularly so that y'all get to see everything as intended. All right, cool. So I'm going to copy that little red color. I'm going to hop back over. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to I'm going to copy the entirety of the flag, shrink it down to an acceptable size. We're going to Control C. We're going to take this over here. We're going to scroll up, and then we're going to Control V. Whoa, that is larger than I anticipated. It's also the downside of working with a smaller drawing area that might need to be increased. Image properties. Let's go 2500 on each side. 2500. Cool. Just so I have space to work with stuff. All right, California Republic. I'm going to stick that over here. But before we continue on that, I'm going to hop in chat and double check. Oh, yes, Smokey. There should be more CSM streams on the way. Once I get the rhythms figured out, once I figured out all this technological gobbledygook, yeah, this could happen pretty regularly. I'm having fun with y'all. When it's more... when all the kinks have been worked out, then this will be a great, good time. You know, I'm surprised people haven't asked me more to do singing. Do you have any requests that you would be willing to ask nicely for? Ooh, chaotic artist. I just saw this question here about how long have I been married? Yes, so I have been married since 2021, about October or so. We actually met during the pandemic. Funny story. Well, like, we met like a week or two before everything like really started shutting down. We had a couple of normal dates, and then suddenly it all just crashed. And so we got domestic pretty quickly, started hanging out, cooking dinner together, watching Netflix. It was great. Worked out. We have a kid now. She's a little over 2 months old, or 2 months tomorrow if you go by days. Ooh, Rocky Road. Yes, 2 days into Belgium, but I mean, do I really want to do that this soon? What the heck. All right. Those of y'all who are listening, those of you who are still on the stream at this moment, I'm actually prepared. I'm relatively prepared for this. So, I'm on a microphone, right? I have downloaded some of the music to my phone, or at least got it to a place where I can pull it up. Tell you what, 2 days into Belgium, somebody has asked about. We're going to do that in a second. But before we do that, because that's the big popular song, right? That's the one everybody came here to see. We do have some other hits. Let me see if I can... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. Y'all should be able to hear this playing when it starts. Let's see. It's loading, as these things sometimes do. Working on it. Yeah, I'll perform a song for you. It's great. We'll get back to that train later. Yeah, those of you who are on are in for a real treat. I know the whole world was at war, but you left me alone to be partitioned like before. And you said the communists were bad, but they helped liberate me after winning Stalingrad. I have recurring dreams of 1943, failed Warsaw uprisings, they're always haunting me. But I am stronger now, if only slightly free. The West abandoned me, but they're still gonna scream, God, what have you done? You're a red commie girl, you're in the second world, but NATO, I'm put back into one on the Vistwadra, and where I belong is in the Red Commie Club. I'm gonna be protected by the Red Commie Club. I'm gonna be protected by the whole Eastern Bloc. I'm gonna be protected by the Red Commie Club. Red Valentine wants to push the Warsaw Pact into a fight. I forgot the lyrics. Bright lights made by atomic bombs, the only thing between us and the ending of it all. All my recurring dreams of 1943, failed Warsaw uprisings are always haunting me. But I am stronger now, if only slightly free. The West abandoned me, but they're still gonna scream, God, what have you done? You're red, call me girl. You're in the second world, but NATO. I'm put back into one. All of East Wodra, and where I belong is in the Red Commie Club. I'm gonna be protected by the Red Commie Club. I'm gonna be protected by the whole Eastern Bloc. I'm gonna be protected by the Red Commie Club. Red Commie Club. Maybe the Cold War never thought that I'm stuck in the Eastern Bloc with the USSR. But NATO, every other day, I hear that transatlantic voice 5,000 miles away saying, God, what have you done? You're a red commie girl. You're in the second world, but NATO, I'll put back into one. All of East Wodra, and where I belong is in the Red Commie Club. I'm gonna be protected by the Red Commie Club. I'm gonna be protected by the whole Eastern Bloc. I'm gonna be protected by the Red Commie Club. Red Commie Club. R.I.P. Chaotic Artist. This one's for you. This guitar solo is specifically for you. Yeah, I gotta pretend to fade it out because I think the original file that I put for it's got like a it doesn't naturally fade out. There's just like a hard cutoff, and I just like fade it out in the recording or whatever. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Y'all been so kind to hang out with me on the stream and just humor me while I figure this all. Figured this was, yeah, you've earned this. Yeah, this is all for you. Desert Drifter Gaming, how many songs do we have? So that, Chaotic Artist, the best is yet to come. And this one will be specifically dedicated to you. So the songs that, if you want to count the total that we have, I think we put out 22 of them on the first record, Polandball Songs to Soothe Your Soul. And then 5 of those were re-included on the Lo-Fi album, which was, I had a lot of fun making that Lo-Fi music, and I wanted to do that. So I just made like 15 other, I think there's like a total of 13, 14, 15 of those. But yeah, so I don't know. We have somewhere between like 30, something maybe like 30 songs, if you want, like just a collection of music. In terms of like songs that I sing, we have 4 so far put out on the channel. Past that, we have this person called Will Harridge is asking what the next song we have planned is. There have been some guesses so far. There's another cover that we are looking at. Yeah, I can go ahead and say it. Like, some of y'all will remember and some of y'all won't. We're working on a song parody by this band from the 60s called the Beach Boys. If you're familiar with that band, I hope you know what song I'm talking about, because there's a very specific, like, parody that can be made with that specific song. Yeah, 2 days into Belgium was great. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, stick around. I will be singing that one at some point. It's going to be awesome. Those of y'all who weren't in the chat when Red Comic Club happened, it's okay. Hopefully some of your friends got a recording of it. You can always go back and watch this later. So all hope is not lost. You will have opportunities to see it. It was a lot of fun. I have never sung that song in a live capacity, interestingly enough. There's not a whole lot of opportunities to sing a song like that live. I mean, I don't know. People in my real life sometimes play the video, and I get all embarrassed because I'm like, this is my goofy internet hobby. It's so strange that people think it sounds good, but I mean, y'all's reception to the singing has been so humbling, and it makes me so happy inside. I think I'm still screen sharing the MS Paint. I'm still screen sharing the MS Paint. So let's work on this, California. But yeah, so let's see if I can just yap a little bit more about music and songs and stuff. I've been singing like pretty actively since about high school or so. I was in choir my senior year of high school, and I don't know, I didn't really like take it super seriously until that point. So choir my senior year of high school. I was also in college choir for a little bit. College choir is sort of where I decided that I wanted, like, I mean, high school also, but college choir is where I really decided to take my voice that seriously. Actually put effort into growing and developing as a singer. And I just haven't stopped. So it was mostly just like a hobby for most of my life, but it very quickly turned into a paid opportunity. I mean, I'm in bands and stuff. Yeah, Michael Nagic, shout out. Chainsaw Man. I've never actually read Chainsaw Man. I remember like getting back into the Polandball community and stuff and searching CSM on the PBC Discord, thinking that people would be talking about me while I was gone. But then I jumped in and saw that they were all talking about this manga / anime, and I was just like, what? What's a Chainsaw Man? Have people forgotten about me? But I've just kind of owned it. I've owned it. It's funny. All right, man, drawing with this is hard. Though, if there's anybody here who is in California at this moment, my heart goes out to you. There is some pretty serious stuff going down. It's pretty devastating, the fires and all that. And man, if y'all are like, if y'all are streaming this while you're in California, like, hopefully this is a bright spot in a really dark time. I don't know, maybe drawing this California ball in the train is a nice little, like maybe alleviate some of the stress a little bit. Is the railroad guy who asked for this still in the chat? And if he's not, can somebody please let them know that I am completing their request? It's happening. Like, you can physically see it happening on the screen. It doesn't look very great, but it's happening. This is probably the smallest California I've ever drawn, probably aside from the one that I drew for the world map this year. And you heard that right. I did draw the USA for the world map, the Polandball world map. Yeah, a lot of fun, a lot of feelings. Train California Ball will surely go down in history. Man, I hope so. I truly hope so. Oh, Guy, your questions are not muted, nor are you shadow banned as far as I can tell. I just have really bad ADHD and stuff. Just it just completely misses my attention sometimes. To answer your question, Guy, and you should know who you are. It's just like the name Guy with a white thing there. Yeah, we're working on new songs. We have at least a couple in the works. We've got one that is based on a Beach Boys song. I don't want to give away too many details because, I mean, we got to spoil. Like, we don't want to spoil all the surprise. Beach Boys parody coming up. There's another song that people I know are working on. I can't give away too many details on that one. But some people I know in real life are planning on doing a song that we will be, potentially releasing on the channel. Could be a lot of fun. Who knows? You'll have to wait and see on that one. So that's an option. I also I'm trying to draw like one of those train conductor hats. It's gonna look really bad. That's like, this is just an awful looking hat, I think. Okay, cool. California on a train. There we go. Yeah, okay. So I really dump on my art style a lot. I'm better at this than I give myself credit for. Not nearly as good as some of y'all in, like, truly, some of y'all are way better than we are. Let's see. Yes. Ooh, Smokey. On this, as far as like original music is concerned. So I have long wanted to do a musical. And by long, I mean really the past couple of years or so. Just be really inspired to want to do a musical. I would love to do a musical with this channel. And I'm probably going to be writing some stuff that I know. So just want to not give away too many details on that one. But it's going to be awesome. All right, let's see. It's 6:30 or so. I've been doing this for, a little over an hour. Anybody want to hear another track? Ooh, Dr. I don't know how to pronounce that. Goetia. Yeah, if you like Goodbye to Gravity, this next one's for you. Let me see if I can. Okay, I got to turn the volume up again on my phone. Yeah, if y'all are wanting to record, now is the time. Oh, well, the hard part about... Oh. I hope you're happy now. Oh, wait, no, that's the real song. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop me now. Don't try to stop me while I push this to the limit. Then I'm gonna win it. You don't know who you're messing with. Don't try to stop me up there. And there's like the Russia dialogue. It's kind of cool. You can be a superpower without going into space. Just let me have this one advantage. I can't. I just want this. No. I just need this for myself. Sputnik has made me angry. Sputnik has won you fame. I hope you know you've changed the rules of how we play this game. Won't use our militaries or use our atomic bombs. It's time to trust in science. Never mind the cause. It's time to say goodbye to gravity. So long, farewell, goodbye to gravity. I'll land upon the moon. You can't put a man on the moon. That nonsense is just science fiction. I came up with that genre, and you can't tell me no. Maybe it's just a dream, but till I try, I'll never know. Got my Apollo program. I'll have a man upon the moon within the decade, or at least it will be soon. I'm gonna say goodbye to gravity. It's the wrong lyric. Land upon the moon. Russia, come with me. Think of what we could do together. In outer space, we'll dominate in outer space. No other nation can compete with our technology. Russia, think of the achievements. You and I could do this. Maybe the Cold War will end if we both say goodbye to gravity. Combine and fly. Goodbye to gravity. We'll make it to the moon. Yeah, I know technically it's the Soviet Union, not Russia, but I mean, Russia fits better, so. You have to make it now for the both of us. I will. We understood the risks. I'll miss the competition, our powerful ambition. Our race is coming to an end. It's been a pleasure, my friend. Okay, here come the high notes. Whew. So if you care to find me, look up into the sky. As I have always said, you'll never make it if you never try. It's one small step from man, one giant leap for all mankind. We've reached the surface here in 1969. We've reached the moon, said goodbye to gravity. I'm coming home to gravity, and I'll bask in their renown. And everyone all over Earth will say the space race proved its worth. America has won. Man, that was tough. Thank God for sticking around for that. Man, whoo! A lot of fun. I had so much fun recording that in the first place. Had so much fun, like putting the music together for that one. That's one of those like fun passion projects that you like you think about and then totally comes to life, and then you have an audience for it. It's wonderful. All right, we have those two requests. Somebody still wants me to make that Cybertruck. It's gonna happen. I finally finished the train, Cybertruck. We're gonna do it. Benelux playing Uno. You know what's fun about some of those? A lot of these, so many of these requests are way more interesting, like done by better artists than myself. It's just it's flattering that y'all want to see me draw some of this stuff. So anyway, all right, let's see. That first one, the Cybertruck. Yes, front window Cybertruck. Okay, how about instead of looking up at a reference, I kind of know what these trucks look like. I think it would be way funnier if I draw the Cybertruck from memory. Granted, these things look a certain way anyway, so it's not like I would be getting the details wrong if I just draw it from memory. Okay, I have the train facing toward the left. Let's face the Cybertruck toward the right. Okay, here's kind of my attempt at the front. All right, it's a little trapezoid thing. We're gonna call, let's see, we're gonna call that the front. And it just kind of comes along the side like that. Let me see. I drew that way too close to the edge, so let's start over, actually. Yeah, so, I don't know. If y'all have ever, or if y'all have not seen a Cybertruck in person, they look real goofy. I mean, if you've never seen that in person, you should, like, and you've only seen what the, like, internet screenshots of it, you're really missing out. You're truly missing out on, just the whole experience. All right, let me see. Chat, did I end the stream? Let's see. Oh, duplicate stream. Oh, shoot. Woof. Ah. Let's try again. Let's see. I think I cool. We're back. I messed up. I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, thank y'all for sticking around through all of my technical difficulties. Yeah, so the Cybertruck looks real silly just in real life. But it is kind of majestic. Like it's kind of a silly and majestic thing. All right, so Cybertruck. Let's see. Alan Fick, I wonder if adding your idea to the other person's idea, I don't want to like stomp too much on that other idea, which is just the Cybertruck itself and the eyes. Anyway, okay, cool. So here's my paint window. Let's see. It looks, I'll stretch it out. It's fine. Okay, Cybertruck. Here we go. All right. You ready for this masterpiece? It's actually not going to be a masterpiece. It's going to look really rough. Okay, so here's the side. Oh, that's actually not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Oh, nope. Hold on. Undo. Ah, there we go. Cool. There we go. All right. Man, y'all are bearing with me on this. This is really great. Okay. Let me try that again. Kaboom. Kaboom. Let's see. Something along those lines. Cool. The front window thing. Oh, whoops. This is what happens when you don't close in your lines. Yeah, so, as you can probably tell, I'm not the best of artists. Let's see, there's kind of a weird green like... Okay. I have to admit, my Halo fanboy self, seeing the Cybertruck for the very first time, there was a moment in time where I was like, oh man, that does look like the Halo Warthog, which is kind of sick. But if it were, no, I don't want generative erase. I just want the actual erase tool so that I can draw this line a little bit better. I think this truck looks even worse now than it did when I started. All right, there are the attempted wheels. Okay, let me get this weird gray color that I was using. Yeah, anyway. So when I first saw this truck, like when I first saw the designs, I was like, man, Elon Musk made the Halo Warthog. Like, and just... do I need a reference picture for the Cybertruck? It's like it's a box. It's a goofy box. Let's see. Oh, seeing this in the Discord chat, as far as the burger with cheese and fries, Kolai is your man. He is the person that you want to go to when it comes to singing the burger with cheese and fries song. And he will disagree with me, and I will disagree with him. It's got to be Kolai. It's just so much funnier. Let's see. Should I chat? should I use a reference picture for the Cybertruck? Um, is this one of those like necessary things, or does my poorly drawn rendition? I mean, let me be quite frank with you, Modocs. Even if I used a reference picture, it would still look this bad. That's the difficulty of not having my mouse with me. It would still look this bad. I'm just like I'm one of the more mediocre artists probably in the entire community. I mean, there's probably some more angles I can add here, all things considered. Anywho, all right, let's get the eyes. Let's do the eyes now. I had a stream of thought. It's gone now. It's stuff like this, talking along these eyes or lines, eyes. My ability to get distracted is very like I am very capable of getting distracted. It's the ADHD. Those of you who suffer know what I'm talking about. No, I should give it like happy eyes, right? If I'm giving it eyes, it needs to be like happier. It's happy to be a Cybertruck. Just because people make fun of it doesn't mean it doesn't have a happy life being what it is. Oh, you know what's so wild about this just now? Like, giving it eyes has totally added personality to what I've been making fun of this whole time. Oh, dang it. I don't know, like I'm ripping into this thing so hard. I'm just like, Cybertrucks are goofy. And then now I've given it eyes and suddenly I'm attached to it and I want to name it. If y'all don't have any better names, I'm going to name it Jonathan. Jonathan the Cybertruck. Very, very happy with being a Cybertruck. Knows no other life other than being a Cybertruck. It just, yeah, rolled off of the production platform with high hopes and lots of dreams of someday being converted into a Halo Warthog. Jonathan the Cyber. Man, I'm actually like really attached to this thing now. It kind of looks adorable. Oh man. Okay, let's see. I've done the Cybertruck as best as I can. Let's see. Benelux playing poker. I know that was another request. Yes, I am stalling for time before we get to the song you've all been waiting for, which is 2 days into Belgium. I'll tell you what, I've got about half an hour or so before I need to go and take care of my child. In that next half hour or so. Okay. There's an F1 car request. Yes, we will draw an F1 car at some point. And I probably need to use a reference picture for that one. I kind of think it's, at this point, I love Jonathan the Cybertruck as is. And if I tried to make it look any more realistic, he would just lose all the charm. Denmark and his big son Greenland. That's another solid one. You know what, chaotic artist? Let me see if I can add the instrumental track to my Google Drive. Wait a second. It's already on the Google Drive. So that's where I've been playing everything on. Okay. Land of the Rising Sun. Let me find the lyrics to that one real quick. Fun fact about that one. So when we were we finished 2 days into Belgium, right? So much fun, and we found out that it gets flagged as a cover song on YouTube. So we end up sharing with Amy Cardi, the original artist for 2 days into college. She, if you've never heard her stuff, she makes beautiful music and just like really heartfelt stuff. But in the wake of 2 days into Belgium, we were like, well, maybe our next song should probably be something original, something that wouldn't get like struck. So we chose some lyrics. House of the Rising Sun is actually public domain lyrics. So we were thinking of doing that. Well, my thought was, since the Animals version is like absolutely copyrighted, that's the one everybody knows, I would take the lyrics and turn it into an original composition, and then maybe like that one would be great. And it didn't do as well as 2 Days into Belgium. And so we were like, oh, dang it, it's a failure. Come to find out months later after the fact that y'all love it, which is thank y'all for loving that stuff. Yeah, thank y'all for loving the stuff that we do. Let me see if I could. I really don't remember where the lyrics to Land of the Rising Sun are. It's a sweet song. My wife has put it on the lullaby playlist for our baby because it is such a like airy, beautiful kind of composition. Alex, this is not explicitly a draw sing. This is a chaotic CSM has ADHD stream. I have been doing some music here and there. If you're just tuning in, you have missed, unfortunately, my rendition of Red Comic Club, and I have also done Goodbye to Gravity. 2 Days into Belgium has yet to come, so stay tuned. If this were, yeah, sorry for lateness. I don't think I'm going to be on for that much longer, probably about another half hour to 45 minutes or so. I have a child that I need to assist in taking care of. One of these days, I might take over one of Kolai's weekend streams just to give him a break. And like, if I have a Saturday morning or something that I can hang out with, that'd be great. Stay on for a little bit longer, do some more music, have better technology figured out so that you're not seeing me like poke around on 5 different screens. Maybe stream some music in the background, have some like background music, or just show you some stuff I'm working on. Oh yes, chaotic artist. Like here's a good thought. In about 15 minutes or so, chaotic artist. Tell me when you have an ad break, and tell me when you come off of the ad break. And once you're off of the ad break, I'll start. Let's see. Oh yeah, Dr. Goetia, and I probably pronounced that so badly. I am not currently typing on the Polandball official account in the chat. I have too much ADHD for that. Last I saw, it was, chaotic artist has come off of an ad break. Okay, cool. All right. Everybody, hang on to your butts. Everybody, hang on to your butts. Oh, dang it. That's my click track. Oh, that was the count in. Hold on. I'm 2 days into Belgium, building my defensive line. There's this guy, let's call him Britain, says to move back past the Rhine, but it doesn't really sit with me quite right, because I just can't match his naval might, and I just keep thoughtlessly soldiers through the French lines in the middle of the night. I wake up kinda tired, and I wake up really cold, and I wake up in the mire, see my food's all turned to mold. See, I don't like fighting France, but must obey as I've been told, so I just shoot around and keep my head down and hope our lines will hold, and Austria keeps telling me that I'm doing so well. I try to trust him honestly, I find it hard to tell. If I need guns or I need bombs, I try my best to remain calm. Tell myself, I say out loud, it's fine, I'll figure it all out. I tend to forget my empire's quite young. In a way, this war of mine has only just begun. I've got time. I've got time. I'm 2 days into Belgium and I know I crossed a line, 'cause that guy that we called Britain's now an enemy of mine. My allies say I'm crazy, said I took it way too far, 'cause France was secret friends with Russia, now I'm in a 2-front war. I'm only 2 days into Belgium and my front lines are a mess. There's just so much that I want to rule that I have not ruled yet. There's just so much land I want to take and there's been so much death. Paris is so far away, it's easy to forget that all my useless allies say that I'm doing so well. I try to see it honestly, this war's a living hell. If I've done wrong or I've done right, I need to rest after each fight. They said retreat, I said alright, I think I won't, and maybe might. I probably should just take it slow, but battles rage and I must go. The one thing that's important above everything else is to learn not to trust Italy when the war drums start to swell. I try believing when I say, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen anyway. I'll be fine. I've got time. I've got time. That's where I'm at. To be honest, just 2 days. 2 days into Belgium. It's hard because, like, when I recorded that, I had like a little click track on the whole time, and so some of those like little pauses. Thank you, Smokey. Thank y'all for your enthusiasm on that. Yeah, so that's that song right there. I think is the one that really like helped us take off. That song brought us to a whole new level as far as as far as the channel goes. It was like the idea was brilliant to start with. I think it was Coli that was originally suggesting, this Amy Cardi song. It was blowing up on TikTok 2 days into college, if y'all aren't familiar with that one already. The original song is beautiful. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. But it's just it's this really poignant, you're 2 days into a brand new situation and everything's unfamiliar and it's going so fast and you don't know what you're going to do. And then Coli was like, we should parody this. And so he gave the first couple of lines. We released the short and it did so well that we were like, well, we have to do the full version now. I occasionally go through y'all's comments on that original video, the full video, just scroll through them to remind myself like what y'all have said and those sorts of things. And it's all like something somebody said that was super poignant that always sticks with me every time I hear that song and think about it, is how, and I don't even think we intended it, but it switches back and forth between the perspectives of both the soldier on the front lines and the German Empire itself. It's like All Quiet on the Western Front, the cheery soundtrack version, if that makes sense. It's simultaneously this like really beautiful, but also kind of sad, but also kind of like maybe it's hopeful. But if you know your history, you're at the very beginning of a very long, bloody, sad war. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to record, to sort of put together. Pharaoh 26, I just had to poke into this. I am not Canadian. I am from Texas. Fun fact about my heritage, not only am I from Texas, my people have been in Texas for generations. I say that, so I'm like your standard Texas story. I'm half Mexican. I might not look it, but I'm half Mexican. The other half of me is just standard white bread. So the Mexican half of my family has been in Texas since probably before it was Texas. Like a lot of them have, or like right around that like turn of the right near the revolution, as it were. And then a lot of them came over from deep inside Mexico. So yeah, I've been around here for a long time. So is my family. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Okay. I know somebody asked me to drop Benelux, and somebody is also asking about Poland, Lithuania, Commonwealth. All right, let's, Benelux is absolutely next on the docket. Playing Uno, I believe the request was. So let me do the little Uno table. It's going to be serious business. They are all around this table. All right, using my layers because I get to do that. Let's see, there's one. Actually, I should probably draw them a little bit closer to the top so you can actually see their flags a little bit. All right. Benelux. You know what sucks is that I don't actually have the Luxembourg flag saved yet, so I should go download that really quickly. While I'm doing that, I'm going to read some more chat. So let's see if there's any other drawing requests I need to hit. Okay, yeah, so there's the Benelux that's going to happen. There's the Polish list. Is it just Poland and Lithuania? Yeah. Aiden Terra, you reminded me just now of that idea. Sovereign IDA Sovereign F1 car. Definitely need to put that on the docket. But I will say, I've said it multiple times, I have ADHD. And so if I forget to address things, go easy on me. Thank y'all for your kindness. Okay, Luxembourg. Oh, easy flag. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that idea. It's so easy. All right, save image as in my flags folder. Flag of Luxembourg. Luxembourg. I'm not European. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, so I'm still kind of talking. All right, Belgium. Yeah, Belgium. Oh, fun fact. My grandfather was actually in Belgium. I guess that was 80 years ago. Like 79 years ago. Yeah, they were down there on, I guess, a work trip. There was some, I don't know. Last I heard, the story goes like there's some stuff going on in the Ardennes forest during the wintertime. Yeah, so my grandfather was down there during all that, and I mean the story goes he comes back from Bastogne, as it were, and is just so cold down there when he was there that if he can help it, he just never wants to be wanted to be cold ever again. Yeah, so that's happened. I've always wanted to go visit Belgium ever since hearing about my grandfather being there so many years ago. It's just one of those like crazy stories that you're just like, wow. Greenland and his dad. Thank you for reminding me, Connor Bailey. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I gotta do. All right. So Benelux. Let's see. Benelux. Greenland, dad. Okay, yes. F1 car. That's another one. Somebody wanted Poland, Lithuania. Do I already have Netherlands on here on my? Y'all can't see my screen. I don't think I already have Netherlands on this computer. So let me get the Luxembourg one at least. Yeah, so Benelux playing Uno. So if the person who is still on, or if the person who asked for Uno, if you're still on, why Uno? Why specifically Uno? Is there some cultural connotation associated with Benelux playing Uno, or is it just a fun game that you wanted to see them playing? That's the thing that will probably haunt my dreams for, I don't know, the next week as I think back on this stream and wonder how it went. All right, so we've got Luxembourg. Yes, Belgium, Luxembourg. All right, next we need to go find the Netherlands flag. All right, let's see. Aiden Terra, I'm going to remember that Australia idea. It's a solid one. It's too good to forget. So just yes. All right. Let's go Netherlands. Netherlands flag of the Netherlands. Yeah, it's a man. Netherlands is basically just like pastel Luxembourg. Like, what's the deal there? Anywho, all right. I mean, hopefully, if you're Dutch watching this, sorry. Oh no, wait, that's not Dutch. Is that Dutch? Netherlands? I can't tell. I don't remember off the top of my head. Somebody correct me in the comments. But yeah, the Netherlands flag just looks like pastel Luxembourg. Let's see. Mouse tank with the German ball next to it. We'll see if I can get this going. All right, let me for sure finish this Benelux drawing. Because I just, man, have been totally dropping the ball on a lot of this. All right, NATO, Luxembourg, Netherlands. Where are you in my... There we go, right there. Okay. All right. There's the red. There's the blue. Okay. trying to copy paste with my mouse. Not even mouse, it's like the trackpad. Okay, we're just going to stick it there. Cool, this is happening. Benelux is happening for sure. All right, there's the red. There's the blue. Yeah, I am one of the slower drawers that I'm aware of. Not super fast at it. And again, maybe it's because of this excessive outlining style that you're going to see here in a second. I don't know why I do this to myself. I think, oh yeah, well, I already told y'all. It was like because Ed, Edd n Eddy was super cool. I really liked that back in the day. And I liked the way that the outlines looked, and I was a big fan of all that. And so I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do that for my signature art style. And then just from that point forward, I have locked myself into this really difficult, it just takes so much time, and sometimes I wonder if it's worth it, but I still do it because it looks cool. So anyway, there's the outlines, and we'll see if I can get the eyes here in a second. Outlines completed. Cool, more or less. All right, so there's the very rough outlines. Before I get to the rest of that, Smokey, you're so kind. I'm having fun. If y'all are having fun, then it's a great stream. Yeah, if y'all are those of you who are signing off, thank you for being here. It really does mean a lot that you are hanging out. All right, let's see. Yes, the idea has been written down. Okay, I haven't missed a whole lot of chat. That's great. Vemajimion, and I'm probably not pronouncing that right at all. If I made a tutorial, I don't know if it would be nearly as cool as Aaron's. He made one a while ago. It was great. It was a really, I mean, one of the first videos I think we made like that for the channel. And he was just engaging the whole time. Very interesting. Like, I'd never seen Aaron draw before, even though I had been sort of working with him in like moderator land for a long time. But when he did that drawing video, it was a revelation. It was such a cool look into his mind as an artist. All right, I'm making them look super intense as they are playing Uno. Yeah, I really love the way I draw country ball eyes. Big fan of that. Like, I hope it's not like super conceited to say I like the way I draw stuff. Okay, so there's that. Let me see if I can get another layer on here. There's so many layers. I'm going to check chat again real quick so I don't miss any of y'all's stuff. Let's see. All right. You're headed out. Thank you for being here. Let's see. There's only a couple of more requests that I know I can get. Okay, yes. Admirable Yugoslav ball. We'll see if I can get to that one. We're coming pretty close to the end of my allotted time here. I only had a couple of hours to begin with. I've got to go take care of my baby here soon. She needs me. But I love hanging out with y'all. It's been fun. I'm not signing off yet at this moment. I got to finish the Uno cards and then at least start another one, another thing that y'all had requested. Yeah, thank y'all for having joined. Is that how you draw an Uno card? That's probably not at all how you draw an Uno card. Let's see. They have like sort of a white. Nope, that's. Do I draw a black outline or do I draw like the little white outline that they have? That's a great question. Okay, let's see. So I'm just gonna draw like the little black cards here. Let's see. Let's give Luxembourg. Luxembourg has 2 cards. And then Belgium, secretly, very quietly, has Uno. Because Belgium is sneaky. All right, let's see if I did this right. Kaboom! Ah, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Let's pretend these are Uno cards. Actually, here's how we can do that. We'll draw, or we'll add the red here, something like that. They do have like a white outline, but I'm just making this super quick. And then we're going to get the yellow, the iconic yellow with which the Uno word is drawn. Yes. Okay, now this is an ASMR stream. That is not a U. This is fun. I need to get my mouse next time I do this. Cool. We've got the Benelux countries playing Uno. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful, beautiful drawing. It's actually really awful. I know I've done way better in the past. Let's see. Benelux. That would be a fun emoji. Like, what would be the use case for that? Chell. Like, what situation would you use that type of emoji for? Like maybe suspicion, maybe I don't know. This is like you're bluffing. 2D Luxembourg. Let's say Saffron. Hi, hello. Oh, for when you want to play Uno with your pals. I mean, fair. Yeah, chaotic artist. Thanks for rejoining right around the time you see the. It's a very serious game of Uno. Very serious. Like poker's one thing. Uno is like. Look, when you're playing poker, there's like that bluff, right? You're just not sure. You're not sure what the other person is thinking. With Uno, you kind of do. Like you kind of do know what everybody's planning for. Like if you're playing Uno, you were intentionally like either trying to screw over the person next to you, in either direction, or you're just like you're trying to be sneaky. That's the type of game that Uno is. So I don't know. It's kind of like serious business. Let's see. The Greenland Denmark one for sure. I think I have enough time to get that in. Yeah, I got I would say about 10 minutes left before I should go hang out with my child. Yeah, because I mean it's if those of you in the stream in the chat have children, taking care of them is important. All right, let's see. Father Denmark, which is funny because Denmark is much, I guess, like physically smaller than Greenland, as it were. Speaking of Denmark and Greenland, I need to go get their flags. Denmark flag. All right, the Dannebrog. The Dannebrog. Y'all, I don't know how to pronounce Nordic anything. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of stuff. Maybe it's the semi-dyslexia that comes with ADHD. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I maybe need to spend some more time looking at how to pronounce things. So, Greenland flag. Save the image. All right, there we go. Denmark, Greenland, saved. All right. Y'all didn't see that happen, unfortunately. If this were a better stream, you would have seen that happen. But I'm having fun. If y'all are having fun, it's great. Okay, yes, Aiden Terra, Poland, Lithuania, Commonwealth. Okay, that's the other one. Yes, cool. Noobish, do countries appear out of nowhere? That is a great question. So, at least in just like general Polandball comics, like when you're drawing Polandball comics or whatever, you're kind of in charge of the canon. Like in your specific Polandball universe, are country balls born naturally, or are they just like poof into existence? Really depends on you. If you want them to poof into existence, then yeah, great, they poofed into existence. If you want them to have a little bit more like natural origin, then that's also doable. Okay, cool. All right, let's get the color of Denmark. We're gonna fill that circle up. I wonder if I should do like a Bob Ross tutorial. I'm not Bob Ross, not even remotely. All right, let's see. You know what's really kind of funny is that I teach in my day job, right? I at least have something of a script for that. We've got like a theme, and I try to stay on topic. But in a situation like this, where y'all are a captive, well, no, you aren't a captive audience. You were like, you logged on to this, you chose this. Um, there's no script. I have nothing specific to say, and so I'm just yapping, and there's so much just coming out of like, I'm just yapping right now. And I barely even know what's gonna happen next. Okay, cool. So there's the Denmark. Well, noobish. As far as the numbers are concerned, I am streaming on a Wednesday evening. This is a school night for a lot of folks. Coli streams on like weekends, which is like primo hours for people, and that's okay. This is an inaugural CSM stream, so I'm not anticipating the types of numbers that Coli pulls. Maybe someday, but just know that there are people who missed out on something that y'all got to experience, which was me singing some of that stuff live. It's not the only time it'll happen. I'm sure I'll be back on a stream at some point. In like hopefully the near future. That'd be great. But yeah, so I'm not worried about low numbers. Like y'all logged on, you chose to hang out, you're having fun, I'm having fun. If you're still here, you're awesome. If you're not still here, you still get a shout out anyway for having been here in the first place. It's great. Okay, cool. Greenland. Okay, now, those of you who are watching me may notice that I am not using the real colors right now. That is because in order to make this work, I need like little color lines like this so I can get the colors correct. So Greenland is one of those flags that's like really kind of wacky. Where it's like, okay, the red circle is on top. Yes, the red semicircle's on top. All right, so it kind of cuts off that looks bad. That looked awful. Don't look at that. Cuts off like right there. Something along those lines. Nope, that was bad. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm not posting this on Reddit as not my normal comic. I can give a little creative liberties here and there. Yeah, you may have realized over the course of watching this stream, I'm very hard on myself when it comes to drawing things. Oh, shoot, you know what? That looks sick. This actually looks dope. I'm genuinely surprised at how good that Greenland looks. Man. Oh. Cool. All right. So with that, let me get the outline. Let's get it a little bit bigger. I'll hop in chat here in just a second just to see some of y'all's responses. You've been so wonderful. You've all been great. Yeah, okay. There's the outline on little Denmark. Tiny little guy. You know what little I know about Denmark? It seems like a really cool place to live. There have been some like social media videos that have crossed my feed every so often. Denmark just looks like a very cozy, interesting kind of place. Y'all have like decent healthcare out there from what I've heard. I've heard your language is crazy. I've heard Danish is a kind of a nightmare language, but maybe that's just the stereotype, and maybe it's actually lovely. Maybe it's beautiful, and I'm missing out. Now, granted, I have taught Beowulf before, and so I'm sure that Old English has a little bit to do with Danish. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to do some reading to double check that. I don't always like spitting nonsense, so I do like to have my facts verified. And if I'm totally incorrect about Danish and Middle English, or no, Old English, if I'm incorrect about that connection, tell me. Okay, let's see. All right, so I will draw the eyes on this for a second, like in a second. Oh, Shell, thank you for the commentary on my UK male voice. I think Coli's is better. He's honestly way better at voice acting. I mean, truly, and I'm not just saying that. He's got the timing down. He's got like he's been doing Polandball comics for 12 years now. He's just got a really great sense of comedic timing. So Big fan of Kolai stuff. Big fan of Kolai's voice acting. Let's see. Yeah, there's some Wednesday folks. Yes. Oh, Guy. Apparently, it was already Thursday when the stream started. Dang. So you're staying up late. Hopefully, you get some sleep before you have to go wherever it is you go in the morning. Let's see. Chaotic Artist. Who has the best drawing style out of the channel personnel team? Between the four of us, I think Kolai has the best overall just visual style. Only because his tends more toward the realism side of things. And so when he's drawing, he does have pretty accurate, just a very accurate view of things. There's some old comics of his that were borrowing off of Lord of the Rings a little bit, and it looks like it looks like the screenshots from the movies. He's so good at it. Now, Dick Rhino has a very comic book style that's really interesting. I love Dick Rhino's style. Aaron also has a great style. Honestly, any of the four of us, if you'd give us a prompt, or if we just get committed to an idea, we can produce pretty similar levels of artwork. But if I had to say who the quote-unquote best one was, it would probably be Kolai. Oh, yeah, look, Rocky Road agrees with me. You sent that message long before I started yapping about it, but you agree with me. So it's official. Kolai's the best artist in the team. But Aaron does the artwork for the channel because he's a lot faster. As you can tell, I am so slow, and it's not how do I draw Greenland's eyes? I've seen it done a couple of ways. No, that was a Nunavut. Or was that Greenland? I don't remember. There was an Aaron comic a long time ago, where it was Greenland and Nunavut, or maybe it was Greenland. I don't know. Nunavut for sure. Maybe I'm mispronouncing the heck out of that, but they were talking together, but in native languages. It was really fascinating. So anyway, Greenland. I'm gonna have Greenland give pretty neutral expression. Actually, let's do silly. I don't know if this expression has any connotations other than just there's nothing going on in the brain. But yeah, there's the vibe. Denmark is going to have a normal expression. Kind of generally happy. Maybe Denmark is posing for a picture. And Greenland is just kind of there. Yeah, there's Denmark and Greenland. All right, let's see the whole image so far. Man, y'all have put up with me through a handful of these. Yeah, it's so fun. Let's see. Mouse Tank. That's another one I saw there. Has anybody stuck Polandball into an AI video generator yet? Some people have tried. Some people have tried to generate Polandball with AI. Not successfully, in my opinion. It just, I don't know. You just really can't mimic this sort of hand-drawn style with, it's AI is trying really hard to look good, right? That's kind of the whole point of the AI situation. You can't mimic this sort of I don't know. AI can't produce this that you're looking at. It just can't. There's a charm to this, right? This is hand drawn. This is, I don't know. And maybe I'm just huffing copium real bad. Just really huffing that copium, trying to I don't know, stave off the existential dread from the fact that AI is coming for all of us someday. Skynet, it's happening. Honestly, I truly don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It just is what it is. The world will end when AI learns how to make good Polandball. You know what? Yes, that is the marker of the end of the world. All right. Y'all have been great. Y'all have been so great. I'm just looking at the time I have, and I am pretty much run out of that. So thank y'all so much for joining me on this stream. It was truly, truly a pleasure hanging out, singing for y'all. If I didn't get to your art requests, I apologize. Keep them on deck. We'll do it again later. Next time I'm on a stream, we'll sing some songs again. Hopefully, get you some new music. Yeah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to have too long of a wait between this stream and the next stream. But yeah, bye, y'all. Y'all have been awesome. Thanks for joining. See you next time.